Let me start that one again. Let me start the pozole types, right? Or do we need that?
I think that was good up
Okay.
until you started to describe what.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't say the different types of pozole, just go into like what? Hola, hola, hola. Vianney Rodriguez here in sunny South Texas, your resident Tex-Mex Queen. And guys, on a steaming, scalding, hot South Texas day, there's nothing more than this Tejana craves than a steaming bowl of pozole. If you like what you're seeing and you're craving Tex-Mex, be sure to hit like and subscribe. Let's get cooking. For the Pozole Verde, what you're gonna need is chicken breast. We're gonna need some tomatillos. Our chile today will be a jalapeño, cilantro, some hominy, onion, garlic, and to season our broth, we're gonna use a little bit of bay leaf and a little bit of oregano. The first step to making our pozole is we're gonna get a large stock pot. I'm using a Dutch oven today, and we're gonna add chicken breast. We're gonna add 4 pounds of chicken breast into the pot, and then we're gonna season the chicken while it poaches, and it's gonna create this wonderful, rich broth. Then I'm gonna come in with an onion. I'm simply gonna remove the peel. Gonna remove the skin from the onion, and then I'm going to nestle it in with the chicken. Okay. Next, we're gonna add our chile, a jalapeño. Gonna remove the stem, and I'm simply gonna slice it in half. After that, we're gonna come in with tomatillos. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the husk from the tomatillo. I'm gonna give them a quick rinse, and I'm gonna add them to our pot. In with our tomatillos. I'm gonna add 2 cloves of garlic next. Just gonna hit it with the side of my knife to release the garlic from its skin. And I'm gonna plop them into our Dutch oven. Okay, second garlic. Then I'm gonna come in and give my broth some warmth. I want a rich, comforting broth, so I'm gonna add a little bit of oregano. And this will help to season the chicken. It will help to enrich the broth and give us a little warmth to our pozole. Then I'm gonna come in with a bay leaf. We're gonna plop it in there. Last, I'm gonna add some salt. So if you can tell, we've got chicken breast, we've got onions, we've got tomatillos, we have a jalapeño, some oregano, a bay leaf and salt, and that's just gonna all slowly simmer together and create a wonderful broth. We're gonna poach our chicken. That way we can remove it later and shred it. Everything in the pan, and we're just going to cover it with water. Our pozole has been simmering for 30 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna remove the top, and I'm going to, with tongs, remove the chicken, and I'm gonna put it on a baking sheet because I wanna shred it. Okay, so as you can see, the tomatillos have broken down, the onion is broken down. I'm gonna remove the bay leaf. We don't wanna add the bay leaf to our blender when we make our sauce, so I'm simply gonna take it and I'm gonna put it to the side. Okay, here's my last piece of chicken. And then with 2 forks, I'm just gonna come in here and shred it. And it shreds super easy because it's been poaching in that broth. We're gonna shred all this chicken. And if you have any chicken left over, be sure to check out my flauta recipe for season 1 because this would be amazing and another easy weeknight dinner. So I've shredded all the chicken, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move it to the side and I'm gonna show you how to make the base of our pozole. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add all of this back into our blender. We're gonna blend it until it's nice and smooth, and this will be the base of our pozole. Add some cilantro, which will give it a little punch of flavor. Our blender down, and we are blending a hot broth, so we want to be very careful. So I'm going to remove the top of our blender piece. I'm going to come in with a rag over it, just so we let a little of the steam out. Let's see, we're going to start on a low, and we're gonna blend it until it's nice and smooth. I'm gonna add a little salt, and then once we return it to the pot with the chicken, you can adjust the seasoning. One more quick blend. Sauce is nice and blended. We're gonna return it back to our pot. Gonna give it a quick stir to incorporate all those flavors. And then we're gonna add what I believe is the star of pozole, the hominy. The hominy has always and forever been my favorite part of pozole. So hominy is a type of field corn that has gone through the process of being nixtamalized, and what you're left with is these tender, juicy kernels that are perfect in pozole. So I'm gonna add my hominy. This is 2 cans of hominy that I've simply rinsed and drained. We're gonna add it back into our pot. Okay, so we have our broth going, we have our hominy in our pot, and now we're simply gonna return the shredded chicken. We're gonna let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes so all those flavors melt. Our pozole has been simmering for 15 minutes and now we're gonna serve it. But before we serve it, this is how I like to top my pozole. Everyone has a different groove, a different style on how they like their pozole, but this is my personal favorite. I like a little crunch, so I'm gonna add some shredded cabbage. Then I'm gonna come in with some tostadas because I love to dip the tostada in that rich broth. But then before I enjoy it, I hit it with some fresh lime juice just for that extra bit of flavor. So here we go. We're gonna ladle up some pozole. You can see the bright green from the tomatillos and the cilantro. You have your shredded chicken, that hominy, all swimming in that rich broth. My gosh, it's so good. Even on the hottest day, I will eat pozole. So here we go. I'm gonna go all the way to the tippity top of my bowl, and I'm going to go all the way down to make sure I get enough of that hominy that I love so much. I'm gonna top it with some cabbage. I'm going to add a tostada to the side. Okay, and then I'm gonna finish it off with some fresh lime juice. And you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dig in. See, I'm gonna get some of that hominy and a little bit of that cabbage. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You can taste the tomatillos, you can taste the jalapeño. That chicken is delicious. And of course, my favorite part is the hominy. This is my mommy's famous Pozole Verde that you can easily make at home. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Tex-Mex goodness.